Victory lane. Confetti still hanging in the air. He's still got his helmet under one arm, champagne dripping off his fire suit, and 40 feet away, in a quiet corner of the garage, someone is already writing his name out of the car he just won in. Not next month, not next year, this week. He doesn't know it yet. You're about to know it before he does. This is NASCAR Voltage, and this is the story NASCAR fans are only just starting to piece together. Let's rewind to the weekend that should have changed everything. On Saturday, at Sonoma Raceway, a driver delivered total domination in the lower series race. Then, on Sunday, at the very same track, he backed it up with a win at the Cup Series Level 2. This was his second win of the season, and his second straight Sonoma sweep. With that win, he tied a NASCAR Hall of Famer for the all-time road course win total, sitting just one win shy of the outright record. Before we go further, if you're new here, this channel is NASCAR Voltage, and we're closing in on 500 subscribers. If breakdowns like this are the kind of NASCAR story you actually want explained properly, hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment telling us what you think is really going on here. Your support is what actually keeps content like this coming, so it matters more than you'd think. The driver at the center of this weekend is Shane Van Gisbergen. After the win, he admitted the result meant more to him than just another trophy. In his own words, "I was certainly pissed at the start of the week. This really makes up for it. Sharing it with these guys." But this wasn't a clean, uncontested win. Chase Briscoe finished as runner-up, losing by just over a third a second. Afterward, Briscoe didn't hide his frustration. He said, "You've got to be perfect against him, and I wasn't perfect. That one is on me." And here's where the story turns. Despite sweeping the weekend, despite tying a Hall of Fame record, the car Shane Van Gisbergen just won in will have a completely different driver the very next weekend. No explanation yet, just that fact sitting there. So why would a team pull a driver out of a car he just dominated in? The answer isn't punishment, it's structure. Van Gisbergen only runs that lower series car part-time by design. Almost every one of his starts all year has come specifically on road courses. And the track he just won at wasn't just another stop on the calendar, it was the last road course remaining on the entire schedule. Mathematically, structurally, there was nowhere left for him to race in that car. He didn't lose the ride, he ran a racetrack. But that's not even the real chaos of this story. The real chaos walks in through a completely different door. Ask yourself something: what would it take for you to climb into a completely different race car almost every single weekend? Different setup, different crew, zero comfort zone. Now imagine doing that for months, not weeks. That is the actual, documented season of Carson Kvapil. As of his most recent car change, this marked roughly his 13th car swap in 18 races. At one stretch of the season, he hadn't driven the same car in back-to-back races since April. That's not a rough patch. That's the entire structure of his year. Here's the mechanism behind it. Kvapil shares the #1 car with rookie Cup call-up Connor Zilisch. Whenever Zilisch is scheduled to drive it, Kvapil gets bumped. Sometimes he moves into the #9 car. Sometimes, when the #9 is already occupied, he's placed into an entirely different team's equipment, the #91, run out of a completely separate race shop. Connor Zilisch, for his part, isn't part of any controversy here. After his run at Sonoma, he simply said, "That last run we really struggled for rear grip." A small, honest line, but it shows this isn't a storyline built on friction between the two drivers. It's a scheduling structure, and Kvapil is the one absorbing all of its instability. Now here's where NASCAR fans and analysts genuinely split into two camps, and there isn't a clean answer yet. Side 1 argues this is fundamentally unfair. A driver performing well enough to sit firmly above the playoff cut line is never given the chance to build chemistry with one crew chief, one setup, one team, race after race. Every time he starts to settle in, the season rearranges the furniture again. Side 2 argues the opposite, that this might be one of the most impressive underlying stats of the entire year. Despite constant equipment changes, Kvapil remains comfortably inside the playoff picture, with multiple top 10 finishes. Adapting to a new car almost every week under competitive pressure is a skill line most full-time drivers are never even tested on. This tension is already spilling outside the garage too. Fellow driver Ryan Preece has publicly traded lighthearted jabs with Shane Van Gisbergen online over the in-season bracket challenge, a small sign that this storyline isn't just something analysts are noticing. It's already part of the conversation inside the sport itself. So which is it? Is Carson Kvapiel the most disrespected contender in the garage, or the most impressive one? NASCAR hasn't picked a side. Neither should you, not yet, because the next race adds a variable nobody has faced yet. That next stop is Chicagoland Speedway, hosting Cup Series competition for the first time since 2019. That means unfamiliar ground for every driver in the field. At the exact moment Kvapiel is placed into a car he hasn't sat in for weeks. This isn't just another car swap. It's a car swap and a track with zero recent competitive data for anyone currently racing. New track, old car, no practice laps, a familiarity to fall back on. If there was ever a single weekend engineered to expose the weaknesses of a rotating door driving program, structurally, this is that weekend. Zoom out for a second. Every time this team hands the car to someone new, they're making a bet. That raw talent can outweigh the disadvantage of having zero long-term chemistry with one crew. So far, that bet hasn't failed. But it also hasn't been tested against a track this unfamiliar, this unpredictable for everyone involved. So, is this the week the gamble finally catches up with them? Or is Carson Kvapiel about to turn Car of the Week into the most underrated championship run of the entire season? We don't know yet. Nobody does. If you want to know which way this actually breaks, make sure you're subscribed to NASCAR Voltage. We're closing in on that 500 subscriber mark, and every subscribe, like, and comment genuinely helps this channel keep producing breakdowns like this one. Drop a comment below telling us whether you're Team Kvapiel or Team This Needs to Stop, and share this with another NASCAR fan who needs to see it too. If you enjoy real NASCAR breakdowns like this, you'll like what's coming next.